Good afternoon. This is Peter Pusateri, Business Manager, Financial Secretary. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday, December 4th. And after speaking with some of the reps in the region, the outer region, yesterday in Boston, in New Jersey, in Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh, it was decided that I needed to come out and do a video and explain to you sort of the process that's going on right now with respect to decertification. First of all, there's an issue for the company, not the union. Company has an issue with when did the contract officially get ratified? And we have taken the position that it was ratified on the 14th, on the 15th rather, when everyone voted. And they're arguing that it was on the 22nd when they were notified of the results. Now, because of that disagreement, there's an issue regarding the timeliness in those offices that have petitioned for decertification. Now, for those of you who don't know what a decertification means, specifically for you, it means the contract that has just been approved by almost 90% of you, almost 90%, with only 27 no votes in 18 locations. That very contract is now being claimed by some people in some offices that they don't want that contract. They want the company to be an at-will employer, meaning they don't want the union, they don't want the contract. They want the company to supply them with their earnings, their compensation, their benefits, whatever else it is, whenever the company wants to do it, whenever they feel like changing it. They want to become an at-will employee. I'll talk about that a little later. Frankly, I don't get it. So now those petitions to decertify, some of them came in between the 15th of November and the 22nd of November. And the union is claiming that those petitions are null and void because they came in after the ratification vote, the 15th. The company is saying, no, they're valid. We support those few people in certain offices who want to get rid of the union and this contract that they have signed. We're going to support those people to get out of the union. So we want those people to vote on whether or not they want to get out of the union, don't work under the terms and conditions of the contract that was ratified by 90% of the people, and let the company decide to do whatever they want to do to you whenever they want to do it. So that is going to be decided by the National Labor Relations Board. Those petitions have gone to the National Labor Relations Board, and there will be a hearing December 9th in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was mandated by the Labor Board that that's the location, and it will be a decertification petition for New Jersey, for Richmond, Virginia, for the Prem reps in Las Vegas, and for Pittsburgh. That hearing will take place on Monday the 9th, at which time the Labor Board will decide it's either the 15th or it's the 22nd. If it's the 15th, those petitions are null and void. If it's the 22nd, then the people in New Jersey will have to vote at some time on whether or not to get out of the union, to not be covered by the contract and all the terms and conditions of the contract, and let the employer decide for themselves the terms and conditions of what you're going to make under their at-will employer status. In New Jersey, there will be an election, if it has to be, in Pittsburgh, and there will be an election if there has to be I think Philadelphia has withdrawn its petition. So it will be New Jersey and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I don't think I'm leaving one out. Now, why they would want to do that, I don't know. Think about this. The employer signed a contract with the union to provide the terms and conditions under which you would live for the next 3 years. They voted on it, the members. The company signed it and approved it. Now they're saying they're going to support people and they're not going to honor the contract. So those of you in New Jersey, if you think this is insane, then talk to the people who signed the petition. In Pittsburgh, if you think this is insane, then talk to the people who signed the petition. In Richmond, Virginia, if you think this is insane, then talk to the people who signed the petition. Frankly, I think it's insane. At any rate, that would mean that the new contract language that we bargained, for example, the language that effectively manages the company's attempts at controlling, micromanaging, and sales schedules, that will not apply to you if you're an at-will employee. Establish a fair and uniform market assignment guidelines that are the same for everyone without favoring certain individuals. That will not be provided for you as an at-will employee. A compensation plan that is limited in its playability and will not change at the company's whim. That's in the new contract. A formal grievance and arbitration procedure that resolves all conflicts, including suspensions, terminations, and all discipline. That would be a contract provision. You would not have that as a contract. You would also, your participation in the sales performance plan, the development and implementation of the sales plan. That's in the new labor agreement. Introduction of revenue-based adjustments. There's another word for that you folks use, but it's the ability to reduce the liability of your losses and improve your net results. That's in the contract. The introduction of protection against catastrophic losses in the contract. Increasing the time for new sales by 3 times, from 3 months to 6 months. Increasing the opportunity for higher commissions. The company and the union now have operating principles that will guide us all to a better quality of work life. One of the most significant bargain. That's a separate agreement. And managers have the responsibility now to be flexible in managing to the rep's schedule rather than static calendars, and scheduling meetings in the field instead of requiring reps to come back in the office. There's more and more and more and more of that in the new contract. You will not be covered by that contract. If those of you who are going to vote for decertification, you will have no contract, none of this will be guaranteed, none of this will be signed by the company or the union. So, you figure it out. In the meanwhile, we've got to go to that trial, that hearing in Las Vegas, and until we find out what the results of that are, we'll then let you know whether or not there will be decertification or not. But I can tell you up front right now, all of the reps that I've talked to, for example, in New Jersey, it was almost unanimous to vote for that contract. Who the heck is left that would want to throw the contract out and say, the employer, we trust the employer? In Pittsburgh, unanimous to support the contract. Who would want to sign a petition to throw the contract out and let the company decide? I don't know. Richmond, Virginia, you may not like all that's in that contract. We don't like everything that's in there. But it's a pretty damn good contract compared to what we rejected some time ago. And almost 90% of the people supported that. So that's what we're faced with. And the company is supporting those few individuals that want to take away the contract from you rather than support the document they signed. Now, how would you be able to trust an employer as an at-will employee if they can't even or won't even or refuse to honor the contract they signed? Go figure. Anyway, you can see I'm excited about this. I hope you're excited about this. And I hope those of you who signed that petition, you think about what you did. And you think about the outcome of what you did if this were to be decertified. And who is going to, where are they going to go when they get terminated? Where are they going to go when the terms and conditions of our contract don't apply to them? Are you going to take care of them? Anyway, we'll talk to you later. We'll get more out to you. People like the videos. We'll do the videos where we can, when we can. If not, we'll send you a constant contact. So, I'm sure I'll talk to you before the holidays. In the meantime, we'll probably get back to you as soon as the hearings are over in Vegas. It's scheduled for December 9th. We don't know if it's going to run 1 day or 2 days. So we'll talk to you soon. And for those of you who are out there supporting us, and for those of you in those areas where there's decertification, who's going to benefit from a decertification? Who will benefit if you are working without a contract? Who will benefit? Will it be the people who talked you into signing that decertification? Will they benefit, or will the employer? It certainly won't be you if you decertify. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.